For this video, the Open Platform system is being set up to run a fluorescent measurement using the 365 nanometer light source, a USB 2000 plus spectrometer, a UV cutoff filter, and the solid sampler. Ensure the power supply is plugged into the back of the OPS, the solid sampler interlocking cable is plugged into the control box, the USB cable is plugged into the spectrometer, the light source is plugged into the control box, and finally that the spectrometer is plugged into the control box. Turn on the Open Platform system and wait for the dancing LED sequence to finish. The LED indicators help for troubleshooting and to ensure customer safety. The interlock LED will turn red when the solid sampler lid is open or when the solid sampler is disconnected from the control box. If the interlock LED is still red when everything is correctly installed, turn off the OPS and ensure the TTL toggle switch is in the TTL position. The interlock LED will turn yellow when the spectrometer is unplugged or if the computer is off. When both LEDs are green, you are ready to run your sample. With the solid sampler, you can run slurries, pastes, surface samples, or pressed pellets. Here we are using a 13mm pellet holder in order to run a 13mm fluorescent disc. If your sample is larger or cannot be pressed into a 13mm pellet, the pellet holder can convert to a rectangular slide holder. To run our sample, we must first place the 13mm fluorescent disc into the pellet holder, followed by the Teflon background. The sample and the background are then secured in place with an elastic band. Next, take off the lid and insert the sample. The solid sampler base contains a rotating stage that allows you to choose the angle at which you want to run your sample. Here we have chosen a 45-degree angle. Now that the sample is properly in place, put the lid on the base of the solid sampler, open the software, and enable the light. When the light source is on, the power LED will turn blue. Once you see a spectrum, you have successfully run your sample.